Hey, welcome, Eagles fans. This is DB talking now. DB talking the Birds. DB talking the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, let's get into it. Um, we suck. We suck. Um, the whatever we did against the Cleveland Browns today was absolutely horrible. And it nothing changed. Nothing really changed. You can say we did this. We moved the ball. Oh yeah, we moved the ball, but we turned it over. But we still moved the ball. No, I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear, oh, but we're still in first place. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. Another rough outing from Carson Wentz. This is a really tough thing for me to say, and I've been 100% very very strong on backing Carson Wentz and supporting him through and through. I think it's time. We gotta bench. We gotta bench him. We just gotta go ahead and bench him. We gotta go with Jalen Hurts. I don't care if he's gonna give us less than what Wentz has given us with the guys that we have on the field. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I actually think we're going to see something more exciting if we put Jalen Hurts in there. It's a really sad thing for me to say that. I don't want to say that. I'm going to explain this just a little bit more in depth too. It's not that I don't think Carson Wentz can get back to being a good quarterback. It is the fact that I don't think he's going to be good in Philly anymore. And I think that there is a lot of outside shit that is influencing that, and along with his sloppy play. But I don't think he's going to be good in Philadelphia anymore, and I think it's just time. I think it's just time to move on. You talk to your team in the middle of the week. You hold a meeting with the team. You stand up in front of the team and you say something like, "What? We got to get this together. We got to get this rolling. We got to start putting more effort in." And then you come out and you make the same mistakes that you've been making for the last 10 weeks. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The running game looked good, like we suspected. The running game looked good again. It's a shame that Miles Sanders fumbled on the 4-yard line. That's a shame. It's a shame that Miles Sanders fumbled on the 4-yard line. He needs to take care of the ball. If he takes care of the ball, we get in the end zone there. Or a field goal or something. You're gonna blow it up. Blow it up. Blow up the team. Blow up the fucking offense. Blow up the entire thing. Blow up the entire thing. And I have my theories. I have my theories. I think Howie Roseman saw Jalen Hurts sitting there and available and figured out a way to flummox Carson Wentz. He figured out a way to flummox Carson Wentz, and he won. Howie Roseman won. Carson's flummoxed. He's absolutely flummoxed. And yeah, it's a theory. But am I that far off? Is it a bad theory? No. You think about it, you remember how excited he was? Remember how excited Howie Roseman was when he got to pick Jalen Hurts? Oh, we got the next Russell Wilson. We made the mistake of not drafting Russell Wilson back in 2011 or 2012. This was our pick. This was that pick. And you go out and you get him in the second round. Howie Roseman became a kid in a candy shop, and he flummoxed his quarterback, stole all confidence from his quarterback. And now we're seeing the worst season from Carson ever. Ever. There is no continuity. There is no camaraderie. There is no fucking chemistry on this offense. There's absolutely nothing going right. Nothing. They were driving down the field. They were driving down the field on that first interception, and they were looking good. You have pressure in your face. You don't try and throw a swing pass across your body in the flat. The defensive back is going to be right there waiting every single fucking time. And guess what? The defense back was there waiting and returned it for a pick six. It's like an 80% chance of being a pick six. You are a veteran quarterback, and your hype does not allow you to make that play. You cannot make that play. Every quarterback knows that. Ryan Tannehill knows that you don't make that play. The defense showed up. Defense put out. What was it? 17 carries for like 22 yards combined for Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the first half. They were all over Baker Mayfield. They were all over Baker Mayfield and all over that running game. The momentum changed when Carson decided to be a dick. A giant dick. And make a dumb decision that he should not be making. A $100 million quarterback should not be making that decision whatsoever. Bench him. I don't care that we're still in first place. I don't care. It's not exciting. It's not fun. This isn't. This offense is not reeking of upside and potential. It's not like Carson's 24 or 25 anymore. And we'll be okay with him making those stupid mistakes. And he didn't make a lot of those mistakes. Which is absolutely why it's absolutely fucking mind-boggling. When he was younger. My brother thinks he needs therapy. Yeah, he needs therapy. Carson Wentz probably needs a shitload of therapy. He's probably so fucked in the head after everything he's been through over the last 3 years. Jesus. You go from savior of the franchise to getting injured to watching the backup quarterback, Nick Foles, who was once well loved and well liked, pick up where you left your thunder off and run with it and become the second coming in Philadelphia based off of the work that you did in the regular season. And then you force yourself back 8 games, and then you force yourself back from a torn ACL, and your completion percentage is at its highest in 2018. But then you injure your back, and then you're shut down for the final 5 weeks of the season. And then Nick Foles does it again and leads the team to a fucking playoff berth where we almost beat the best team in the NFL in the NFC Championship game, or in the divisional playoff game. And then you get your year. You get your year where you are the man. And you have a mediocre season. And then the final 4 games of the season in 2019, you play mediocre teams to lead us into the playoffs, where you get hurt again. And then your GM drafts a quarterback in the second round who gets excited because he thinks he's going to be the second coming of Russell Wilson. And you're like, what? Yeah, Carson Wentz is fucked. Carson Wentz needs therapy. Defense looked better, and I expected them to. I expected the defensive line to bounce back, and they did. Secondary bounced back, and they did. I mean, it's Baker Mayfield. You know. It's Baker Mayfield. Whatever. I will credit the defensive line, though. I mean, they played really, really well against that run game. That is one tough run game to play against. And Nick Chubb got most of his yards off of one carry. What was it, 54 yards? 54-yard carry, and he stiff-armed the fuck out of Joe Osman. What the fuck was Joe Osman doing on the field? I didn't even know he was activated for this game. They activated Joe Osman in place of the fact that Vinny Curry wasn't active this week? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Where do you go from here? I don't know where they go from here. Where do they go from here? You know that if the Eagles get rid of Carson Wentz, he's going to do great in Indianapolis. And that's why I said what I said. He's not going to do good here. I still believe he will be a good quarterback. I still believe he will turn it around. But there are so many outside influences in the ether that is working against him. That is convoluting the shit out of his brain. And you can tell. And now it's with every single turnover. First thing he does when he turns the ball over, he hangs his head. It's literally probably the best snapshot of every single game this year. And Doug abandoned the run again. Like, Miles had 16 carries from the end of the third quarter until the rest of the game, until the end of the game. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And they activated fucking Elijah Holyfield too. It's like, why are you activating a player that you're not going to use? Elijah Holyfield didn't get one carry. Not one. Why are you activating a player that you're not going to use? It makes absolutely no sense. Isn't that a waste of a fucking roster spot on Sundays? Why are you activating a player that you're not going to use? If it were me, I would try to use all the players that I have activated. I would try to make the most. I understand there's only one ball, it can't go around to everybody, but at least try. Make use. Try to give yourself some diversity. I mean, this team doesn't have an identity at all. They have nothing to fall back on. That's the problem. When shit hits the fan, usually there's something that you can go to and say, oh, that works that for us. They don't have that. They don't have that this year. And if it were one thing that they could possibly think of and go to that does work, it is their running game. But it's being abandoned by the head coach every single fucking week. Congratulations, Doug. You gave him 16 carries. You were down by a touchdown. You were down by a touchdown. And there was so much time left in the game. You could have kept running it. It was 14-10 in the third quarter, and I was screaming for Elijah Holyfield. Screaming. Give the power run of the ball. Run it down their throats. Turn off a 16-minute drive. And people should stop talking about Jordan Howard because he hasn't signed yet. It's not a done deal yet. Jalen Reagor had one catch for 16 yards throughout the entire first half. And well into the third quarter. One. This is your first round pick. It's your first round pick. And he's got one catch. One. I get it. We like Travis Fulgham. I get it. I like him too. Jalen Reagor is your first round pick. Get him the fucking ball. Another horribly called game by Doug Peterson. And a trash performance by Carson Wentz. And I know what they're going to say. If they don't do anything in the offseason, they'll be like, oh, well, we're getting Brandon Brooks back. Oh, how do you feel about your free agent signings? Oh, well, what Howie always does is he always throws in getting guys back or the re-signing of his own players as free agent additions. We get a healthy Brandon Brooks back. He's going to be like, well, we see Brandon Brooks as another free agent addition. My name's Howie. Hi. Fucking idiot. Send Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. Please. Let him light the world on fire. Please. 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 You know what I want? I want management that is not going to ruin the career of every star player that we bring into Philadelphia. That is what management does to every star player we bring into Philadelphia. Every single one. Every single one. Darius Slay doesn't have an interception. Carson Wentz is starting to look like shit. Is that all his fault? No. There's reasons for it. There's other reasons for that big of a drop-off. It's not just on the player. Miles Sanders is starting to fumble the ball. But if shit doesn't change, just watch. Just watch. Miles Sanders is going to decline in a year or two. Because this management does something to the star players that we bring in here, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. I really don't. You want to know why Sidney Jones and Russell Douglas are doing a bit better? Is because they're on teams that actually blitz a bit more. They're getting better shots. They're getting more opportunities to catch a off-timed throw. Carson Wentz has Nelson Aguilar syndrome. Carson Wentz has Nelson Aguilar syndrome. So give it to the dude with some bravado. Give it to the kid with some bravado. Give it to the young gun. Give it to him. Give it to Jalen Hurts. Can't hurt. If anything, the passes that he has thrown have looked good. And he was quick. He's quick. He may be the second coming of Russell Wilson. Who knows? Probably not. There's nobody like Russell Wilson. Not even Lamar Jackson is like Russell Wilson. I don't even know why I said that. Anyway, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off just like the rest of you guys are. There's so much more I could probably talk about, but I should probably call it. Anyway, thank you for joining me. This is DB Talking Now, talking the Birds, talking the Philadelphia Eagles. Dylan Brown, I am your host. You guys have a beautiful evening. Go Birds.